Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Hanging with Hannah at BU. This week I'm joined by Alex Perkinson, or as you might know him, PerkTunes on Instagram. He's a musician right here at Bellarmine. We're going to be talking a little bit about his journey as a musician so far and what inspired him to start music in the first place. Stay tuned. Can you tell me a little bit about your music?
Yeah, it's I would have to say it's like hip hop and like maybe like some pop punk, pop, just that kind of thing.
Oh, super cool. Are there any artists you can kind of like compare it to that you can think of off the top of your head?
Yeah, if I had to like pick my like top 3 influences, it would probably be like The Weeknd for like kind of like hip hop R&B.
I love The Weeknd. Yeah.
Yeah. And Bryson Tiller from
Okay.
like Louisville.
Yeah.
R&B, and then probably Juice WRLD for the
Cool.
like the pop punk part of it.
Yeah.
So.
Have you released like a lot of songs yet? Have you released an album, or what all have you done so far?
I've done my like, I've tried to do my thing on like SoundCloud, but like that only. Like I've released a couple projects, like trying to figure out how to like find my voice and like try to get better.
Yeah.
But I haven't like released any like legit like album on like Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
But I've actually got one in the I've got one I want to put out next month.
Cool.
My first like album ever on like Spotify and Apple Music and like everything. So I'm really excited about that one.
That is super exciting. Do you do the instruments, or is it all on your computer, and do you do the vocals?
I do not do the instrumentals like the beats, but I have some features on the album too. But I mean, I record myself and like produce my own vocals. Obviously, still learning. I mean, I'm a music tech major, so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn how to like produce at the highest level I can. But yeah, I try to like, I mean, I sing and record my own vocals, and that's what the majority of the album is.
You said you were a music tech major. Has being at Bellarmine helped you with your music career at all so far?
Absolutely. Like the professors here for the music tech classes are just, they're really good at it. I mean, they're really good at music tech. And I've learned a lot about how to, like train your ear to like hear the right things that you want to like have in a production. And so I'm trying to, learn everything I can to make my music sound as good as it can.
Gotcha. So are you learning like music theory right now, basically?
Yeah, and it was always kind of weird to me because like as a music tech major, I don't like, it's not like I'm like a singing major or like I have like a specific instrument.
Yeah.
So it's always felt kind of weird to learn like music theory and take like singing classes when I'm like kind of like that technology like engineering kind of like class.
Yeah.
But honestly, I was like surprised. I was surprised I had to do it, but like it's helped me so much.
Yeah.
Like just like recording new songs, I can really tell that like this stuff is really like helping me.
Yeah, I was in choir for years in high school, like all of high school basically, and music theory is so hard. So I definitely respect you for having to do that.
Yeah,
I can't imagine on the college level. I guarantee it's like terrible. So.
I mean, our teacher, shout out Louis, Louis Heyman. He's really good at music theory. So he makes, I don't know, he's one of those teachers that makes complicated stuff easier to learn.
Yeah, and I'm sure since you're passionate about it, it probably helps as well.
That helps.
Yeah.
Taking classes that I actually care. Yeah, for sure.
So do you want to pursue your music career once you graduate? Is that your end goal?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, once I kind of like found like this is my passion to be like what I want to do, I've never like looked back at all.
Yeah.
Like this is definitely what I want to do.
Can you tell me about the moment that you figured out that you wanted to pursue music as your career?
I think it was a little gradual at first. I was kind of like messing around with friends one day, like trying to like imitate like certain singers, and then like out of nowhere they were like, you like jokes aside, you actually kind of sound like like you kind of actually sound all right, and I was like, well, bet. I mean, I guess I could try out, maybe like try to make some songs, and then gradually, at first I just wanted to produce, like make beats, but then when I would make some beats, I was like, eventually I was like, I have to like record singing over it.
Yeah.
Something was just telling me I had to do that, and then I just like, so I started with like production, and then eventually I tried to sing a little bit more on my stuff, and then I realized I like the singing and songwriting way more than like the making beats side of it, like instrumentals and like So then I really felt like, I mean, once the ball just started rolling, I always wanted to like write songs and sing.
Oh, do you write all of your songs too?
Yeah, I write all my own lyrics. For features, I mean, they usually write their own stuff, but yeah, I write all my own stuff.
So you write, you sing, and you do the beats, right?
I mean, I can produce beats, but
Yeah.
honestly, I have like my go-to like producers that I've like found online that I think their beats are just really fire. So
Yeah.
so I usually just prefer their beats, and that also makes the creation of like songs faster because you don't
Yeah.
have to sit there and make the beat, because that can take a long time.
Yeah.
And for me, it doesn't really take that long to like write and like just kind of like freestyle like songs. So it's perfect for me if I can just pick up a beat and run with it.
Yeah, that's
to
really cool.
write
So
songs.
are the producers, are they local or are they from like all over the US or the world?
They're all over, and
Yeah.
they're just all over.
That's really cool.
I just kind of found some of them on a whim, and
Yeah.
like I was like, they're fire.
What's your favorite part about being a musician that you've noticed so far?
I think my favorite part of being a musician is just like being able to just express myself the way I want to. Because I mean, you know, I feel like as a musician, that's just kind of how I was wired. Like that's how you should express yourself, is through music. And so, I mean, once I kind of learned that this was my passion, I feel like a reason why it's, I mean, probably a reason why it's my passion is because this is the way I express myself like best.
Yeah.
For sure. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite part of being a musician, is just being able to just really express myself the best I can.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, right, it's poetry in a way, like you're like expressing your emotions through words. That's really cool.
Yeah, and usually I'm pretty like reserved in real life.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, I'm so happy that I found this as, you know, my passion for life.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, usually I'm reserved, but whenever I can record, you know, by myself and just write a song and record it.
Yeah. And it's nice now, since like you're all independent, that you can do basically whatever you want. Like I feel like maybe one day when you get a record label, that'll be like harder, or a record deal, that'll be harder and you'll have less creative freedom. But now you have full, you
right
can
now,
take advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Have you gotten a lot of support from like the community so far, like in Louisville, or do you have people that listen like all over the US? Like who's like your audience right now?
Right now, I mean, mainly I just reach out to anyone and everyone on Instagram, especially like producers. Just like, I don't even care or know where they're from. I just reach out to as many people as possible, and like I want to work with as many people as possible. And so I get a little bit of support from just the people I reach out to, just random producers all over the country and world, like since you can reach out to anyone on Instagram and stuff like that. And then locally, I mean, people I've met here at Bellarmine in the music program are just like, are so fun to work with, and just like such great people. Like shout out Brian Peterson, Jackson, Zender, Covey. Yeah, I mean, they're just great.
So you've collabed with like other Bellarmine musicians?
Yeah, those people specifically. Yeah. Also, I want to plug Jack's. Jack just put out an album that came out at midnight, like today, I guess. Like today's Friday, so it dropped like at midnight. Yeah. It's called Rapid.
Who is it?
Jackson Zender.
Okay.
His like music name is Jack Arbor, and he dropped a project called Rapid Growth.
Yeah.
Like same with Brian. Like he's got some great music. He goes under Triple B.
They all do rap music?
Yeah, they do similar to what I do, like the like rap, hip hop, like singy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like getting more popular. Juice kind of made that popular, but like before him it was like not. But now you have like the Kid Leroy and all of them. Like I feel like all of them have made it super popular. But
yeah, you see it everywhere now. That's a good point.
I think it's cool because I would never have thought to put like hip hop and pop punk together, but it's great. So
yeah,
I think it's a good combination.
I mean, like the first like musicians I got into were The Weeknd and Bryson Tiller specifically, and they were just like mainly R&B.
Yeah.
But once I found like Juice WRLD, when everyone else found him, like that is where I really got my like workflow for like writing songs on pop punk beats especially, and then kind of like reverting back to The Weeknd and Bryson Tiller and like kind of like putting in that R&B like spice a little bit.
Yeah. It's cool
But
that
yeah.
Bryson Tiller was one of your like idols because he's from Louisville. Like that's you
Yeah.
kind of like can follow his success story. There's so many like I feel like so many musicians are getting their start out of Louisville now, and it's like kind of blowing up as like a music place. So that's pretty cool. I never would have thought Louisville, Kentucky would have been on the map for that, but
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, the whole Harlow thing.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And now he's got a song with like Lil Nas X. Like
Yeah.
that is so wild.
It's nuts. So you mentioned that you're coming out with a new album. What are you most excited for about it? Like, do you have a favorite track, or what are you
Yeah.
most excited for?
Yeah, I've been like I've been working on it like nonstop, and yeah, I know I keep saying it, but I've never been like this excited about a project that, and it like I've never had a project that like means this much to me, and there are definitely like some songs on there. One's called Soulmate, and it actually features two of my pretty good friends. Shout out Allie and shout out Logan. Logan goes by Sauce on the Strings, and he's really good at guitar. So he'll just like I'll just press record and he'll shred over an instrumental, and then we'll chop it up and like and that'll be that. So he's on the song and he plays guitar, and then Allie sings and she has a verse on that song. But that one is definitely one of my favorites. There's also one song called it's named after an artist called Tyler Childers. It's called Tyler Childers. And that one, it's probably one of my favorite songs I've written, like lyric wise. Yeah. And then there's another one that I think will be like the single maybe. I mean, I'm probably gonna release all the songs at the same time, but one that kind of has that single like vibe. It's called Yin Yang, and yeah, that one, I think that one's a banger too. But yeah, Reiki Boy out, out hopefully in January. I'm shooting for that.
Straight after hanging out with a chick named Reiki. I think my child girls got on blood. I need more than hand in my life. No love, no love, and no play. I think I saw your fault for thinking to say okay to hang out in the first place. I ain't never felt this way, but I see the risk, so I'ma take. I ain't never felt this way about you either. Heart so broke, I think, so I take steps and I leave. She left tattoos. I love when we laughed at the goofy song. Each just hit different, yeah, this shit's so wrong. What kind of loser or love? What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? That little love song.
Everything is everything. You could be that everything. No, I wouldn't mind. You could have been that everything. Car feels for a dream catcher.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
I think she just wanna play. I don't know, I wanna hear. If I'm not mistaken, I've still gotta play. Sometimes I chill this for you. We gotta let us take the break. Yeah. Really sure I'm trying, I don't know why. Guess God gave me this, so I gotta let it fly. If I could have one thing.
Ross, sauce it up.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm super excited to see where Alex's music career takes him in the future. Thanks for watching. This has been another edition of Hanging with Hannah at BU.